to the Daily Review. This is Razak, Senior Trading Strategist here at CMTrading. And today is September 23rd, 2024, and today is Monday morning. So looking at the highlights of the day, watching gold rally to new all-time record highs. But first, looking at today's major economic events. So at 3:45 South African time, out of the United States, we have an INDICES Manufacturing and Services PMI numbers coming out. Now, earlier this morning, we had it out of Europe, and now looking at the market, starting out with the Forex symbols, the euro retracing from that pivotal retracement level on that support. And as we look at the Turkish Lira making new lows versus the dollar. Now shifting over to the indices, the Dow Jones rallying and sitting on its record highs, while the NASDAQ gains as well. Now looking at commodities, natural gas and gold did rally higher, mostly because of what's happening in the Gulf of Mexico as this hurricane is unfolding. Now shifting over to the stocks, Meta on its new all-time record highs as well. And lastly, Bitcoin rallying back to the top of the range. So let's take a look at the markets and see what we can expect from today's trading. So here we go. With the Euro USD, it is retracing at a very important level. Now, why do I say this? Okay, now we haven't had such big rallies in the Euro USD for a long time. Okay, it's been really in a very tight move over 6 to 7 years. Okay, so the fact that it did move to this area is really a big area for it to break out to. Now we've been mostly between 105 and 108-ish level for most of this time, and now this is the first time we actually pushed up a higher again. Okay, and we're testing it closer to each other 2 times. Now it did retrace, we are above our 200-day moving average, and very many factors here. Okay, so nothing to really jump out for me right now. Nothing to say, oh, we're going to get new highs. We're going to continue trading in this range, but it's really important to note these type of major spots where there is retracement. Okay, so this is really important. Now looking at the GBP USD, didn't retrace as much, so showing some more strength. And as we look at the Turkish Lira, that push to new all-time record lows versus the dollar, right? It's the Turkish Lira versus the USD, and it made new record lows, okay? And this has been really spiraling for over a year and a half, I would say, even longer, since that May of 2023, as that, completely just got decimated. You just see it just inches lower and lower versus the US dollar, and that continues still. Now jumping into commodities, gold, this is where it's happening. Record new highs here to 26-ish level and just hanging out here, okay, not breaking out higher. I'm not saying that we should chase it and say, okay, let's buy it here because it's making new highs. Just watch it, okay, because if it does give you retracement, it does give you that opportunity. And I said that all along, okay? I've been saying this for quite some time. And then it just consolidates or does nothing for a while and then breaks out higher. So it's a hard trade, but certainly there are opportunities in it as well. Now, crude oil also shifting higher with this issue with the hurricane in the Gulf of Mexico, which is unfolding. And natural gas printing higher to 275. That's a nice gap up and go as that pushed up even higher. Now looking at the Dow Jones, breaking out to all-time record highs here to 42,420, and it's sitting there, okay? Not moving higher, not moving lower, just sitting there. The NASDAQ did get some gain, but not enough to push it higher. This is where it becomes very interesting because it's stock specific. Nothing is going out altogether. But the one that I did mention in the preface is Meta, because that is doing phenomenal. Let's go. It's still called Facebook here on the actual system, but it is Meta, making to 561. Now, if you guys remember, it hit to $97 just in November of 2022, almost 2 years ago. So a 2-year return. This is a 6-bagger. I mean, unbelievable how much this has really come back with vengeance. Now looking at Microsoft, not doing that much, okay? It didn't, okay? So it's stock specific. Not everything is going together. And if you look at some of the other stocks, JP Morgan also just trading sideways here, not making new record highs. Amazon also making a little bit headway back. So it's like I said, there are weak stocks, there is strong stocks, and you got to put the list together for hanging them out and seeing when the market is going higher, you want to buy the strong stocks, right? That's the side that you want to be on. Now, taking a look at Bitcoin lastly, we're at that upper range. We're back up there. Okay, we're not making new highs, but we're back up that upper range. And this is resistance-ish level. But if it does continue with this momentum, maybe we'll see new highs, at least for the short term, as this breaks out from this also trading range that it's been in. This is Fed Razak. Want to wish you guys a great trading day. Thank you.